Hi, I'm John Ansotegui, and welcome back to On Location in Montana. Today we are on the Going to the Sun Road in Glacier National Park. In this episode, we're going to cover 3 well-known films that shot second unit scenes along this road. All of the films we're covering today shot important scenes right along this road, which rises over 6,600 feet as it crosses the Continental Divide through some of the most spectacular scenery in the country. This road was finished in 1933 after 8 years of construction, 500,000 pounds of explosives, and 3 deaths. Before this road was constructed, there was only a washed-out wagon trail connecting West Glacier to Apgar over on the other side of the park. It was described as a combination of quagmire, corduroy, and misery, the worst 3 miles in the state of Montana. Let's start out with the horror classic The Shining, written by Stephen King, directed by Stanley Kubrick, and starring Jack Nicholson. So most of you know that Jack takes his family up to an isolated, snowbound, haunted hotel and then descends into madness. Now it is often too costly to send an entire crew to location, so they send a smaller crew, a second unit crew, and sometimes also stand-ins for the main actors. The first 2 minutes of this film was actually shot in 3 different locations, spanning almost 5,000 miles. The road leading up to the lodge is right here in Montana. The exterior of the lodge itself is an aerial shot of the Timberline Lodge in Oregon, and the inside of this lodge is a huge set built in London. Back here, just over this ridge, there really is a big old lodge that gets snowbound every year and just happens to have a winter caretaker. So now let's jump forward in time 14 years to a film that couldn't be any more different, the feel-good Oscar-winning film Forrest Gump, directed by Robert Zemeckis and starring Tom Hanks. Zemeckis used some Hollywood magic to put Hank's character into many iconic historical scenes throughout the film. At one point in the film, Forrest takes off to run and run and run. Eventually, he runs right across this bridge. So here's an insider's secret. In most of these running scenes, it isn't Tom Hanks at all. It's his brother Jim, decked out in a long beard. Run, brother, run! Rounding out our trio of second unit shoots today, we must turn to another place altogether, the mythical land of Narnia.
Where are we going?
The principal shoot actually took place in New Zealand, home of Middle-earth. After filming was completed and they had begun post-production in LA, the producers realized they needed more footage. The location scout for Narnia had scouted here for Hidalgo a few years prior and had remembered that Glacier National Park had just the look they needed. Instead of flying everyone back to New Zealand, they could just send a second unit crew here to Montana. So the producers packed up their huge talking lion, came to Montana, and shot the missing scenes.
Where are we going?
Actually, they hired a crew, shot Montana to double New Zealand, and then added the actors and the lion in digitally in post. What? Just making it more dramatic.